How to stay warm when it's cold. Personally, I like some heated gear, but I don't have my heated gear and it's pretty cold in the morning. So, what do I do? Well, stick around and we'll talk about it. To do a good job on staying warm, you need 3 layers. You need a base layer, a mid layer, and then you're going to wear your riding gear as the outer layer or shell. First of all, what do you use for a base layer? Your base layer is going to be snug fitting, close fitting. Merino wool or even silk are good options, and you want something that holds the warmth in. A waffle weave is really good, but you want to make sure that it's close fitting, not too loose, so that it's good for layering, that it's wicking, that it's moisture wicking. That's the word I was looking for. That it's moisture wicking. That's important. Next thing, the second layer is your warm layer, the mid layer. And the mid layer, you can use a down jacket, which is what I do. When I don't have my heated gear and it gets a little too chilly, I have a puffer jacket, a down jacket, and I use that as my mid layer. The purpose of the mid layer is to trap a layer of air. So think thickness, something that is puffy, that will hold in air, will trap a layer of air. If your clothing is too tight, then you're not going to trap any air. Think down blanket, right? It's got down feathers in there that puff it up and it makes air pockets. And the warm air is what keeps you warm. So your mid layer should be something a little puffy. And then, of course, you've got your riding gear, a wind-proof layer for your shell. Something that I like to do if it's, 3 different temperatures through the day, 3 seasons all in one day. If it's not too cold, then what I'll do is I'll use my mesh jacket when it's hot, but then to stay warm, I put the rain liner in, and that's the windbreak layer. And then I can put another layer under it, a sweatshirt or something like that, and that'll keep me warm in the cooler times. Not cold, but it'll help with the cool. Say you go out to a bike night and it's sunshiny like now, and when the bike night is over, it's dropped 20 degrees. Well, for that drop, you don't need your heated gear, you don't need, really intense warmth stuff. You can take that mesh jacket, put the rain liner in as your wind protection, and that makes a huge difference, having wind protection. If you're going to be riding in real cold weather, then your regular textile or leather riding jacket and overpants should be okay. But again, you want a base layer, a mid layer before you put on your riding gear. So I would not wear just my riding jeans with some leggings under them. I would wear my overpants with a base layer and a mid layer if it's really cold to stay warm. I hope that made sense. Again, you just need to remember 3 layers. The base layer should be close fitting. The mid layer should have some puff to it to hold and trap in some air. And then the most important part of your outer layer is wind protection, so that you're not stripping that warmth, that warm air from the mid layer off. I want to thank Moto Camp Nerd for giving us these tips. I'm going to put their link down in the description. Moto Camp Nerd is an awesome resource if you want to go moto camping. And they also have some cool weather tips like this. So check out Moto Camp Nerd. You might want to sign up for their newsletter. That's where I got these tips. Try out their newsletter and let them know that Checking Out America sent you. Well, I think that's it. As always, please like, subscribe, hit that little bell after you subscribe, and get out there and have an adventure.